Hi everyone, welcome back to our second video in this wonderful video installment talking about the halfway point of the F1 2025 season, where Daughter and I are looking at a comparison of all the teams as they currently stand in the constructor standing.
Yes.
Now, Daughter did a very good assessment and a very interesting in-depth analysis of Alpine and Haas, who are currently standing at 10 and 9 respectively. And we are now going to be moving on to talking about our teams that are in currently 7th and 8th in the constructor standing. And those teams are?
Those teams are Sauber and Racing Bulls.
So Visa RB. So Visa RB is in 8th position, right? So they're currently standing in 8th place. And Kick Sauber is in 7th. And we're going to talk about what this all means in just a minute here. But first, remind us, who is on Visa RB?
It is Liam Lawson and Isack Hadjar.
So Liam Lawson and Isack Hadjar. So if you remember, at the start of the season, Liam Lawson wasn't there. Do you remember who was there before?
Yes, it was Yuki Tsunoda.
It was Yuki Tsunoda. So Yuki was actually Isack Hadjar's teammate. It did not start well for Isack, if you remember, in the Australian Grand Prix. Do you remember what happened to Isack?
He crashed.
Yeah, he crashed on the formation lap. Now, granted, it was super bad weather conditions. A lot of drivers crashed that time, but it looked like Isaac's season was not going to go very well right from the get-go. Yuki was his teammate. Everybody thought Yuki's going to outperform him. Everything will be fine. Liam Lawson started. Do you remember with who? Liam Lawson? Yeah. What team did he start with?
He started with Red Bull.
He started with Red Bull and replaced Checo.
Yes.
Right, which
very bad decision for them.
Not cool. But they had replaced Checo with Liam Lawson. Liam only lasted about 2 races, and then by the Grand Prix that happened in Japan, he was already replaced. So that was
really sad.
Yes, which was not good. And then they sent him as a demotion. We're going to call it a demotion because he gets sent over to Visa RB, and Yuki gets promoted to Red Bull. And since being, quote unquote, demoted to Visa RB, do you know how many points Liam Lawson has scored?
He has scored at least he scored 20 points.
He has scored 20 points. Now, in that same time, Yuki Tsunoda only has, do you know how many points Yuki has? 10. And that was with a combination of being both with Visa RB and also with Red Bull.
This is a thing I'm going to talk about Red Bull about this really fast.
Okay.
So the problem that Red Bull has, this is why Yuki is not doing as great.
Okay.
And this is also why Liam didn't do as great. Is because their car is terrible.
Yep. Yeah.
It is literally made for Max.
Yeah.
It's not made for their drivers. It's literally just made for Max.
Now, is it made for Max, or do you just think that Max is that good that he makes it look?
It's made for Max.
It's made for Max. Okay, so you think it's made. I think more on the lines that Max is just really good. I think he's a phenomenal driver.
And for the car that, while I know that Checo did amazing in the car, and that car was terrible.
Yeah.
So he did amazing for that car.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Checo did do pretty well, as best as he could. I'm going to say better than Yuki and better than Liam Lawson, to be honest with you. But that's a whole nother conversation that we'll get into, because there is some updates on Checo and we need to talk about that.
Yes, hopefully Cadillac, you better get Checo back.
And
because I will switch to Cadillac if they get Checo.
And it looks like if it's going to happen, and we're going to talk about that in one of our upcoming videos. Okay, so as a whole, Visa RB has scored how many points? It's on your notes if you want to take a look. Yeah, take a look.
Redbull Racing, right? No, wait.
It's Visa, yeah. Racing Bull.
45.
45 points. So they are standing about 10 points above Haas, which puts them in 8th place.
Yes.
Overall, it's actually quite surprising how both Liam Lawson and Isack Hadjar have been doing. Isack Hadjar has got 22 points this season.
Wow.
So what looked like if it was going to be a disaster at the very beginning of the season has turned out to be a pretty decent season for Isack so far.
I mean, he has more than Alpine.
He's got more. He does have more than Alpine. That is true. So
That's their whole team.
I had not thought about it
That's
like that.
crazy.
Yeah. So Liam Lawson has the equivalent points of Alpine as a whole, and Isack Hadjar has 2 more points than the entire Alpine team.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, not bad. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's pretty good if he beat a whole team. Then.
Yeah. So Isack, if you remember, for Isack Hadjar was the runner-up for the Drivers' Championship in Formula 2 last year. Right? He lost on the very last race. His car stalled on at the start of the race, and it was kind of devastating. We weren't really sure what was going to happen, but at the end of the day, I think Isack has kind of turned it around. He's done pretty well. Done pretty an amazing job. Okay. Overall rating of Visa RB.
I'm gonna actually put them higher than what I'm gonna put some of the other teams
Okay.
that are maybe higher in the standings.
Okay.
B.
A B.
tier.
A B.
For being one of the lower ranks in all of the teams,
Mm-hmm.
like they're not, those top teams, like
Yeah.
Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, all of those teams. Since they're not the top teams and they're literally beating a whole team,
Mm-hmm.
I think that is amazing.
Yeah. So a B rating, I think that's solid. I'm gonna say a B plus. To be honest with you, I think that they have actually done very well in terms of expectations. We always knew that they were going to kind of be a mid-tier team.
They have turned it around this year.
But they're doing pretty well. And the only reason I'm not giving them an A rating is because the team that is standing in 7th place has, I think, defied all expectations up to this point.
They totally have.
So who is in 7th place of the constructor standing?
It is, guys, I know that this is not much of a surprise, but Sauber.
Sauber.
Actually, it's a really surprise because last year they were like an 8th, 9th.
Mm-mm.
Where were they?
Lower.
They were in 10th?
They were in 10th place.
Oh, girl, and they're on 7th?
Yep. I think last year,
pretty
if
good.
I'm not mistaken, they may have only scored 1 point last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it was not good. So last year, Valtteri Bottas, Zhou and Yu were both the drivers for Sauber. Did horrendous the entire season. And that was easily like an F minus that they had last year. It was pretty bad. Now, granted, obviously they drove way better than I would ever drive, but still, in terms of their performance, it was horrendous.
Oh.
This year, they have turned it around. So far, they are in 7th place. Do you know how many points they have?
I know that. Oh my God. Gabriel has 14 and Nico has 37.
So that gives us a total of 51 points, if I'm not mistaken, if my math is correct.
Yes, 51 points.
51
I should
points.
have just looked at my notes.
You could have, but you did.
You know what?
Mhm.
I would rather say the singular points than you guys do the math for me.
That's right. So everybody work on the math for us, please. I don't know what your math teacher would say about that.
Oh,
Yeah,
never
I don't
mind.
know.
I'll do the math.
Yeah, you gotta do the math. So
Oh.
at the end of the day, they're doing pretty well. They're standing in 7th place of the constructors' standings. Nico actually got his very first podium in F1 this season.
And I was able to witness it.
You did witness
But the first race, it was one of the first races.
Mm.
No, it was like one of the first races I've actually watched with my dad.
Yeah, so that you watched the whole thing. You've watched a lot.
I've watched
But-
a lot, but I've never watched the whole thing.
Watched the whole race. But you actually watched the whole race with me. We were coming home from vacation. We were at a hotel. We were watching the race. It was the British Grand Prix, and it was amazing. He outlasted Lewis
The
Hamilton.
whole time, I actually thought, oh, he's not going to be able to hold this placement,
Yeah,
at all. He held it.
and he did. He totally did. He drove better than Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari. He did better than Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari. Lewis ended up getting fourth in that spot. And in the previous race to that, he actually ends up passing Lewis Hamilton on a straight. And everybody was like, what is going on? Now, granted, Sauber has made some pretty good investments. Not just had they gotten Gabriel Bortoleto, who was Formula 2 champion last year, beating out Isack Hadjar. They now got Nico Hulkenberg, who has got a lot of experience. And do you know who their team principal is?
No.
So their team principal...
I don't know anyone's team principal.
That's okay. Their team principal is Jonathan Wheatley, who came from Redbull.
Oh!
And,
so you know what? That makes him better.
And they've also got Mattia Binotto, who is... part of the team. He's part of the strategy team and part of the advisory team that's there every weekend. And he used to be the team principal for Ferrari.
Oh, so you know what?
Mm-hmm.
That makes a great little strategy thing. There.
It makes a great storyline, right? That they made this investment, they brought in good staff, they got good drivers, and they're turning it around. They're doing a very, very good job. Next year, they're going to be Audi. Audi has already said they're going to invest a lot more money in them. Maybe this is the start of something amazing that we're starting to witness.
Maybe this is going to be a new Red Bull.
Imagine.
If this is a new Red Bull, I'm today going to be scared.
That would be interesting, right? I mean, and I'm going to tell you, I think Gabriel Bortoleto, I know that you said in the last video that you thought Kimi was pretty amazing and that you also thought that... who else did you say? That Ollie Behrman was pretty awesome, and that you thought that he would maybe one day be very, very good and potentially a driver's champion. I think Gabriel Bortoleto will one day be.
Gabriel Bortoleto will definitely be really good. I mean, he will definitely win, and I know he will beat Kimi and Oliver to drive as champion. I mean, he's gonna have all this experience. He's gonna have Nico, who literally has been driving for 20-some years.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And like he has like a really good teammate, a really good team principal and everything. And now that they're investing more money on them, he's probably going to be at least be able to get driver's champion maybe at least once.
Maybe sometime in his career.
And maybe Nico will finally be able to win first place.
Oh, imagine if he actually won it. That would be amazing. It was amazing that he got on the podium. But imagine if he won. So at the end of the day, Sauber, rating for Sauber, what would you give him?
Rating for Sauber, A tier.
A. So I'm going to give them
an A plus.
A plus. I agree with you. I'm giving them an A plus in comparison from last year to now. Number one, they've turned it around. Amazing. They've scored more points than they have ever scored. Probably as being Sauber. And also, they are putting up a fight against everybody. And I love it.
If they won, like if both of them placed podium, I know for a fact that they would probably go a little bit higher in the driver's standings.
Well, yeah, absolutely, right? They would get more points. Yeah, so I mean, at the end of the day, in terms of...
I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, they would be higher than they've ever gone in all those standings.
Yeah.
I know the highest they've ever gone is like, what's the highest?
What, Sauber in terms of constructor standing?
Yes.
Yeah, I think 10.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they, yeah. Not good.
Yeah,
well, as Sauber, right? When they were other team names, maybe different, but as Sauber, 10th. So at the end of the day, I think they are doing a really great job. It is fantastic. It's phenomenal. I'm really excited for them. Even though Gabriel Bortoleto only has 14 points, and it may not seem to be that great in comparison to Isack Hadjar, who's got 22, or Kimi, who's got 64.
Oh, he has 64 points?
Kimi has 64, but Kimi's in a Mercedes.
Oh, in a Mercedes, you can easily get you can easily get like 20 points.
Well, imagine if Gabriel Bortoleto was in a Mercedes.
If Gabriel Bortoleto was in a Mercedes, he would beat George Russell so easily.
I would agree with you. I think he's a pretty phenomenal driver. I think he's got something that is just pretty
potential.
Awesome. He does have a lot of potential. All right. So anything that you want to say before we end our second video in this series?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and speak to those notifications, everybody.
Bye.
They don't have to think.
Bye.
Bye. I don't have the thing, so I like still looks bad. But
Wow.
yeah, right.